On the far north coast of Western Australia, in the red dirt of the Pilbara region, lies the world's largest and arguably oldest rock art gallery. On this rock slope behind us, just to the naked eye you can't see anything, but it's actually full of carvings. And the reason it's difficult to see unless you get your eye in is that the carvings are so old that they're actually embedded with the colour of the rock. So once you actually get your eye in and you start seeing them, they start popping out at you all over the place.
Now we know Aboriginal people have been in this area for some 45,000 years producing art, and through that time there has been dramatic changes in climate. The last ice age around 20,000 years ago, when much of Europe and the Northern Hemisphere was covered in ice sheets, this was actually a place, a group of hills sticking out in a vast open plain and plenty of water. It was a lush habitat. People were here, and what they were doing is reflected in the rock art. The animals that they were hunting and eating is reflected in the rock art. The emus and kangaroos are there. There are plants and animals here that should only be found in the Kimberley or in the tropical area of Australia. Equally, there are plants and animals that are normally found in the arid desert zones of Australia.
It is a truly remarkable place.
The tour bus was really good, really comfortable. The people on the bus with us, we had a fantastic time with. Was very, very social. My wife and I had absolutely no idea that stuff existed up there, and how much of it there is, and how beautiful it is, and how important it is to us as human beings on this planet. The most fantastic part was the rock art itself. There was Gary Slee, Robin Chappell and Ken Mulvaney, three really knowledgeable guys who took us around, showed us the most beautiful, precious things on the Burrup Peninsula that I had no idea existed.
Each year, this voluntary group, known as FARA, takes about 40 people to learn about this globally significant rock art.
The organisation, the guides, even the food was fantastic. It surpassed my expectations in every way.
It is one of the most stunning areas in Australia, and it's one of the places that's got to be on people's bucket list.
It's feasible that these images, they are amongst the earliest that we get in the sequence through the archipelago, could be as old as 40,000 years. That is actually 10 times older than the pyramids.
You can join this group this year, travelling from Perth to Karratha by air-conditioned coach, staying in motel accommodation along the way, before spending 5 days in upmarket camping and travelling each day out to the Burrup.
And look, overall it was a fantastic experience, and I'm so pleased that we did it, and I would highly recommend it to anyone who's thinking of doing it.